Cordelia, of course, about an hour ago, we heard Bernie Sanders, one of the senators for Vermont, very much still in the race, but now relegated, it's thought, to second place from front runner.
Yeah, that's right. What a remarkable turnaround, Dermot. It's been, no one predicted quite the level of surge that we saw from Vice President Joe Biden. It was a number of things that got him to that position on Super Tuesday. He was able to court the African American vote in a very meaningful way. That turnaround started, of course, in South Carolina, and it appears now he got a very strong bounce from that, sweeping up the southern states, doing well in the Midwest, in the Northeast too. It was an opportunity, Super Tuesday, for Bernie Sanders to make himself ultimately insurmountable, unbeatable, but he wasn't able to do it because Joe Biden was clicking on his heels, picking up delegate-rich states like Texas. Bernie Sanders, though, did get California. That's the biggest delegate prize of all, 415 delegates there, and it is a numbers game after all. I was at a press conference with Senator Sanders about an hour or so ago, and I asked him about this establishment challenge because, of course, we've had all the former Biden rivals getting behind him at the 11th hour. He's been able to pick up their votes, and Bernie Sanders has shown on Super Tuesday that he's also struggling with African American voters and broadening the coalition in what he describes as his mass movement. Here's what he had to say to me. Senator, you talk about a mass movement, a broad coalition. Are you disappointed that that wasn't able to deliver more states last night? And what's your plan to expand?
Well, of course I'm disappointed. I would like to win every state by a landslide. It's not going to happen. What we are trying to do is unprecedented. Right? We are talking about a political revolution. We are talking about bringing millions and millions of people today who have no voice, who have given up on the political process, who in many cases are working longer hours for lower wages, people who don't have any health care, people who have not traditionally been involved in the political process. You all know what politics has always been about in America. You got a candidate from the establishment going out to rich people's homes, raising all kinds of money, and then running for president. This is a different campaign. This is a campaign which is trying to bring, and it is not easy, people who have not been involved in the political process. So if you might want to ask me, maybe as a follow-up question, have we been as successful as I would hope in bringing young people in? And the answer is no. We're making some progress. But historically, everybody knows that young people do not vote in the kind of numbers that older people voted. I think that will change in the general election. But I am to be honest with you, we have not done as well in bringing young people into the political process. It is not easy. Yes.
And particularly, what's your strategy going forward?
Well, we're doing better, and, no denying that Joe Biden has done very well with the African American community. But I think when you look, and I haven't had the time, honestly, to analyze it, but I think if you look at California, if you look at people of color in general, African Americans, Latinos, Asian Americans, we won that big time, not even close. So we are doing very well with people of color. We're going to do better, I think, with the African American community, and we continue to try to do that.
So Dermot, Bernie Sanders there pretty candid about his disappointment and the challenges that lie ahead as well. But, his movement, when you go to his rallies, you certainly feel and see the energy. He believes he'll be able to pick up on that when we move forward to Michigan. He's going to be holding rallies there at the weekends. That's a key marginal that Trump won in 2016, and many will be looking at Michigan to see who wins between Sanders and Biden, because that should give us some indication of who might be the best one to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump. But certainly a disappointment for Bernie Sanders here in his hometown in Burlington, in Vermont. Joe Biden certainly on the up.
Okay, Cordelia, thank you very much indeed. Cordelia Lynch there in Burlington, Vermont.